you wanna do the flea markets and make lots of money and retire in 5 years because you're making so much money at the flea market or outdoor market. Guess what? That's wrong. Whoever told you that, or if you're thinking that, you better revise your thinking. Doing the outdoor markets is pretty close to a 24/7 job. You're not just going to go to the auction and buy some stuff and expect to go out and make $1,000 their first day out. Your first day out, you may go out and with a bunch of stuff and you may make 50 bucks. And then what are you going to do? You going to cry about it? No, I'm not doing that no more. I don't want to do that. You're going to give up. Yeah, which most people do. I see it all the time over at the outdoor market. See young people come in, set up with a bunch of stuff, and they sit there in the sun without a canopy, fry their brain, get cooked, sunburnt, and make 50 bucks. Never see them again. Okay, well then maybe yard sale, garage sale is your thing. Maybe you ought to buy stuff and just have a garage sale or a yard sale every week. After a while, people figure out that your yard sale is the same all the time, and they stop coming. Plus you have all your stuff at the house. I mean, yeah, it's easy. It's easier. But, like I said, after a while, people figure out what you have. If you're having the same stuff all the time, then you're not gonna, the people won't come back. What's nice about the flea market is you'll get different people in all the time. Boy, is that disgusting. You'll get different people in all the time. And if you change your stuff, sell your stuff, get new stuff all the time, it works. It's a lot of work having to change or having to pack and haul stuff home and then come back and set back up. You know, I did that for years. I did it that way for years. I'd just take tables and haul stuff to the flea market and set up and tear down every weekend. But then, as I got older, I got tired of traveling around. Ew. I've done flea markets out west. I was in Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico. And when I came back here, because this is where I'm originally from, was here in Pennsylvania, I was still doing it. Still packing up and tearing down every weekend. Okay, now my bread machine is going to start. Testing a bread machine. And when I figured we found this flea market, outdoor market, whatever, we were able to build buildings and set up permanent. And trust me, that's the way to go, because I have so much stuff now that the flea market ever closed. I don't know what I'd do with everything. But it's a lot of work. You know, like today, I've been out here since about 8 o'clock working. And I'm still don't have, it's about 2:15 now. And I'm still cleaning crap. I mean, just going to the auction and buying the stuff doesn't mean that, okay, now you're done and ready to start selling. You got to take everything home, look at it, test it, clean it, you know, make sure it's working properly, and kind of assess the condition of the stuff. And once you got that all figured out, then you can, once you have your condition figured out, then you can start cleaning your crap. The cleaner you get your crap, the better off you are. There may be somebody there at the outdoor market selling the same stuff as you, but if your stuff is cleaner, people will buy it off of you first. You know, you may have, like I'm working here, this is a waffle iron, an awful iron. There may only be one person that comes in the whole market looking for an awful iron. And he's walking around, or she's walking around, and she looks at this guy's, and it's kind of hasn't been cleaned very well. Kind of nasty looking. She's not going to buy it there. Not yet, anyway. She's going to walk around and see if anybody else has an awful iron. She comes to yours and she looks at it and she's amazed, just totally amazed and dumbfounded how clean you got your awful iron. In fact, she comes up to you and asks you, "Is that new?" I said, "No, I just clean everything really well and make sure everything works before I bring it." Guess what you just did? You just made a sale. Because the other guy looked like shit. And yours looks like brand new. That means she doesn't have to take it home and scrub the hell out of it before she can even use it. Now she can just take it home, confident that you tested it, cleaned it all up for her, and she's happy. All about making them happy. But cleaning the stuff is the biggest part of it. Testing it and cleaning it. You have to test and clean everything. I don't care what it is. Even tools. I don't do tools. I've never had good luck with tools. So I stick to what I can sell the most of, and that's kitchen and household. Antiques around here are tough. I mean, you can make a lot of money selling antiques, but you have to be in a market where they buy antiques. Our market, they don't buy antiques. You'll buy a little bit of old stuff. Like I said, old stuff, not antiques. So once in a while, you know, if I get a good deal on some old crap, I'll buy some old crap. But most of the stuff I try and buy is stuff that people can use right away, what they're using now. Because right now in this kind of economy, people are looking for more useful items than the things that they can just have, and because they like it. And it's always worked for us. So we'll continue with it that way. Thing's still disgusting. Takes a lot of time to get established with selling stuff. Better have a understanding girlfriend or boyfriend, because you're gonna go after you get started and you get the bug. Every auction you see, you're gonna be at. Until you find that one auction that has everything every week that you need. If not, you know, you better have an understanding girlfriend or boyfriend, because you're going to be buying a lot of stuff. I talked a little bit about getting started in my Sunday episode. That if you don't have a lot of money, start by buying piles. You can go to your local auction and buy, you know, rows of what's left. You have a big enough truck or whatever, you can buy everything that's left. Most of that stuff you can buy for a buck or two, at least here, but you know, might be a little different where you're at. And you just buy that stuff, take it home, go through it. Don't ask an astonishing amount of money. Be reasonable. I mean, a lot of that stuff, you bought it for a buck. If you get a buck an item, you're making money. You can make money that way, and then just keep doing it until you build up enough that you can start buying better crap. And then after a while, you kind of decide what you want to specialize in. You know, hey, you may enjoy just doing crap. And buy crap, buy the rows, take it out, set it out on a tarp, or leave it in the boxes and just put it out on the ground and let them pick through it. They'll ask you, how much? How much for this? How much for this? And you can tell them, you know, $1, $2, you know, whatever. I know a lot of people that's what they do. That's all they do. They'll buy rows and whatever's left. And then just take it to the flea market, outdoor market, and just put it out and sell whatever they can get. When you do that though, a lot of people, they'll offer you, make you an offer on this stuff, I'll give you $1 for this. And you can decide, well, is it worth $1 to you? Hell, you just sold $1 worth of stuff to somebody else that was just here, so you just made everything back what you had in that pile of crap. Now you're making money. And that's the whole idea. But you're not gonna start doing it and then retire. I'm gonna do this for 5 years. I'm gonna make $1 million and I'm gonna retire. Bullshit. You got a long way to go, a long road ahead of you. And it may not be fun. First thing I would do, go to your flea market, outdoor market, whatever you want to call it, and see what they're selling. See what people are selling. Walk around, see what's there. And the biggest thing is see what customers are carrying around. That'll give you a good idea as to what's selling. They're carrying household stuff around, then you know what to do. Buy household. Kind of take a peek, see if they're buying small appliances or dishes, what have you. Then go to the auction, see if you can find it, see if you can buy it. A lot of people don't want to mess with small appliances because, they're a pain in the ass to clean. I don't mind it. I come out here in the garage and I just kind of usually turn on my radio or put a CD in. Put my mind in another place and just get busy. Before you know it, at the end of the day, you look down and like, man, I cleaned a lot of shit today. And I can't emphasize more as to getting your crap clean. Cleaning it, like I said, you want your stuff to look better than everybody else's. People will buy it if it's clean. And works. That helps too if it's working. Nice little clean off iron. Ready for its new home. Always remember to Make sure you clean the cords. Cords are always nasty. But you got to find yourself a place to clean stuff. Just remember, if you're not buying, you're sorting and cleaning. If you're not sorting and cleaning, you're selling. It's just a vicious cycle. That's all you do. If it's not one, two, it's the third. Come on. I'm gonna make sure everything works. If it don't work, can't sell it. Yeah, what do we got? I got one of those little mini choppers here. Well, that sounded a little. Yeah, she's all right. He just comes to a stop pretty quick. Fun stuff. This is what you want to do. You want to do the flea markets, huh? This is what you're going to be doing just about every day. You're not selling. You're going to be buying and you're going to be cleaning. Clean crap sells crap. If your crap's dirty, it don't sell. And most of the small appliances, after you test them, don't worry about getting them wet. They're fine. What I do is I get them all cleaned up, rinse them out real good, and then I take them out and set them in the sun. Let all the water cook out of them. In a way it's good because it does get a lot of the crap out of the inside of them too. This little guy's a Krupp. A pretty decent little blender. It's got a glass carafe on it. Oh, most of the cheap ones are plastic. And they get scratched up pretty bad and they look like hell. but you can still sell them. It's margarita time. Everybody's making margaritas. My mom laughed at me when I ordered in drink shakers. Ordered in the cocktail shakers that you see at your favorite watering hole for adult beverages. And she laughed at me. She said, "What are you going to do with those? Nobody's going to buy those. What the hell are they going to do with those?" Okay, well, just, you'll see. First couple of weeks, they sat there. Mom said, "See, I told you, you weren't going to sell them things." And then all of a sudden, people started bringing them up. And bringing them up. And I've gone through probably a case of them. There's 36 to a case. She says, "Well," so she had to ask somebody, what are you doing with those?" I said, "We're making margaritas at camp." I said, "Yeah, we're having a cookout tonight, and we're going to sit around and make margaritas with our blenders and have mixed drinks." Okay, yeah, well, you know, that's normally what normal people do when they're not working, is, you know, they're having some sort of fun, unless you're doing this. The only fun that you get to have when you're doing this is get to fire up the grill out there, and in between cleaning stuff, you run out and check your chicken or your burgers or whatever you're cooking. And then you come back in here and you clean some more crap. This week, I'll go to the store tomorrow. Today's Tuesday. Open the store. I'll be at the store until till 6 o'clock. And then when I get home, the wife will go in the house, and I'll stay out here and clean more crap. Just when you're running these underwater like that, make sure they're not plugged in. I should say that because, you know, I'm sure there's going to be somebody that'll end up frying themselves and say, well, Hopper said that you could rinse them underwater. Well, unplug it first. You know, I don't have everything down pat, but I have been doing it long enough to where I do know a few things. So if anybody has any questions, by all means ask. I'm here. Trying to answer my questions. On YouTube within a day or so. Sometimes it's a little longer, just depending on, you know, what I'm doing, what's going on. I try to get them all answered the following day. There. Purdy. Okay, now I'll get this one all cleaned up, and then I'll clean all the attachments up, and this will all be ready once it dries out. And also, remember, you're going to make mistakes. God knows I've made them. If you're going into it thinking, oh, I'm going to buy the right stuff every time I go to the sale, then you're not going to be coming home with anything from the sale. Because there's stuff that you have to take a chance. You don't know for sure if it's going to sell or not. That's why I said do some legwork. Go to your local outdoor market, see what's selling, see what people are carrying around and buying. And that'll tell you right away what you should be looking at to buy. Maybe you're lucky and there's more than one market close to you that you can go check out. But you will make mistakes, trust me. I don't think about them. I don't worry about them. I just do what I can. If I screw up and I pay too much for something, I sell it and move on. You have to. You can't dwell on this stuff. What the hell stinks? Oh, my bread machine. I think it finally went into the cook mode. Yeah, God, it smells like it's cooking old socks. Whew! Well, at least I know the thing works. It's gone through everything. All the cycles, anyway. But anyway, you're going to make mistakes. Just learn by them, move on. Don't dwell on them. If you dwell on them, then you're going to be afraid to buy anything. You got to buy the crap so you can sell the crap. Make money and buy more crap. That's what you got to do. And you learn. Hell, I've been doing it, like I said, for almost 30 years, and I probably don't know shit compared to some people. But if you're listening to somebody that's only been doing it for a couple of years thinking that they know everything, stay away from them. They're an idiot because they don't know nothing. They can give you a little bit of their experience, but they sure to hell can't give you a wide knowledge of experience. Like I said, antiques they're fine. You make a lot of money with antiques, but don't forget to make a lot of money, you have to spend a lot of money. And you have to have the right market or store for antiques. Another route you can go is you can do one of those, go into one of those consignment flea markets. Those indoor flea markets where you take your stuff in, set it up in a booth, and they'll sell it and pay you at the end of the week. Or whatever. Or whatever, however they do it at that one. But don't forget, when you do that, you have to pay them. Either commission and then space rent, booth rent, whatever, and it's not going to be very big. But there's some stuff that you will run into. Some older stuff, maybe some antiques that would probably do better in a place like that. So that you can take them in there and still do the outdoor market as well. Just that too. God, that one Really must have been their favorite mug. Had it seasoned very well. But those work. I mean, you can sell some stuff out of there. That can supplement what you're doing. You can take your other stuff to the outdoor market and take the better stuff to one of them consignments. And let them sell it for you. You don't have to watch it. You just hope like hell they watch it for you. And you don't come in and half your shit's missing and they say, oh, well, we didn't sell anything. Well, that's funny. Half my crap's missing. Where'd it go? Well, I don't know. Famous last words. Sound like a little 3-year-old. I don't know. Oh, gotta dry that off. Yeah, so this is what I do. Man, thought I got all that crap off her. That's why it's always good to, when you dry stuff, to check it all out. But this is what I do to help bring in pinball machines and arcade machines to do for the channel as well. I thought it would be kind of nice maybe to do a small series, or maybe just one video. We'll see how this one works out. If I find that people kind of like this type of stuff too, and they want more, I will do more. And if you need help or have some questions, feel free to put them in the comments, or I will put my email address in my description, and you can email me questions. Hell, I don't mind. It was tough when I started doing it. I didn't have anybody to teach me or talk to. It was all trial and error. You lose money, you make money. So I said, if you find stuff that sells really well, we'll just, let's go for an example. You know, kind of drawing a blank. Okay, we'll go with, I got so much shit going on in my head. There's not enough room for it all. Okay, what? Let's just go with some books. You see a box of books. It's got good authors in it. Authors that you know will sell because you've checked to see what everybody else was selling and you've seen people buying them. So you buy them. They're getting $1.50, $2 a book. There's 15 books in this box that you want to buy. And you know you're going to move them right away because people are buying them outright right away. And you run the bid up and you end up buying them for $27.50. Now granted, you're only going to sell them and you'll get $30 once they're all sold. And you're only going to make $2.50. Well, that same auction, you bought oh, we'll say a couple coffee makers, a toaster, and I don't know, maybe a blender. And you spent $2 a piece on them. You end up with 5 small appliances that you know sell. And you spent $10 there. And you spent $27.50 on the box of books. So you spent $37.50 on everything at this sale. You're going to buy more than that, but we're just going to do it this way. You clean up all the appliances. You don't have to do doodly squat to the books except stick them out where your books are that say $2 a book. You clean up all your appliances, and you have 5 appliances, and you're going to average $10 an appliance. Just on an average, you will say some, because some will sell for 12, maybe 8, 6, 14, whatever. So you end up with $50 out of all of your appliances from the same sale. So you ended up making $80 from just that little sale that you went to, that you bought the books and the small appliances. Now what that does is how that brings your profit back up. Because now you're up to $80 and you only spent $37.50 at this sale. So you made money, you moved the crap. Granted, you're making money off of the whole sale, not off of that one individual box of books. You're going to make it off of that whole sale. Look at it that way and it'll work out better for you. And you will buy stuff that'll move quicker because you'll put it out. So you make $2.50, but I'm going to make it up on this other stuff that I bought and I'll make more money. Plus that puts more stuff on my tables for people to buy. It helps. Just look at it that way. Don't look at it, oh God, I'm only going to make $2.50 off of this box of books. No, overall, you made $80 off of selling everything. So what'd you make? You made $42.50 off of everything. Does that sound like a good deal? Well, then do it. Because then that will put more stuff on your tables that people are buying and bring more people to your tables to look at your crap. That's what the name of the game is. If people are just walking by, and they're just looking at, and they keep going, but you have these books that these women and guys are buying, they're going to look at your books. Oh, he's got books. We're going to go over there. They go over, they look at your books, they look at your other crap. Next thing you know, they buy some books and, hey, we need a new coffee maker. Ours is pretty shitty. So they buy a coffee maker off you too. So, it all works out in the end. Just look at it that way and you'll feel better about it and you'll do just fine. Okay, so don't worry about making mistakes. You're going to make them. Plain and simple. That's who we are. If we knew everything, we wouldn't be watching videos to see how to do stuff. We would be just Mr. and Mrs. Know-It-All. We know everything and never screw up. And like I've been saying, biggest thing is find out what sells for you. I've tried everything. Like for starters, tools. I cannot sell tools. Never been able to. There's people out there that make a lot of money selling tools. I'm not one of them. Hell, if you find selling bras and panties is what makes you the money, which I've tried that before too, then by all means, if you can get them, sell them. It's kind of weird, but I found that my kitchen stuff sells the best. Oh, my bread machine's done. Them socks that are in there cooking are finally done. But I have found that my household kitchenware sells best, and my lawnmower parts sell best. Especially my lawnmower. That lawnmower parts, I kind of really found a niche for that, because I don't know if you've watched any of my other videos, but where I've talked about it. With all the campers and that down there, there's no place for them to buy parts for their lawnmowers or tractors or weed eaters, chainsaws, whatever. You know, they have to drive, what, 30 mile or so to get to the nearest place to buy it. So I kind of filled in and come in with that stuff, and now I have regular customers. Hell, I have guys that work on them, work on mowers and that, come to me because I give them a good price. It's taken me quite a while to build up my lawnmower part business down there, but now with Stens, I'm a gold dealer, which is the highest. I sell, or I buy, I should say, in a course of 6 months to keep my gold dealership with discounts and everything. I buy over $10,000 worth of lawnmower parts in 6 months. So that's just a hint as to what I do down there. And that's not even my biggest seller. So you can take it from there. But it takes a long time to get to that point. If you find the right niche, the right stuff. Ooh, the right stuff. Do you have the right stuff to make it? Everybody does. Just have to be willing to do it. In today's society, we want instant gratification. We want to go to the flea market or the outdoor market. The first weekend, make $1,000, and I only spent $10. This is just crap I had laying around the house. Doesn't work that way. Sorry to burst your bubble, but it doesn't work that way. It takes time and commitment. If you're not going to commit to making it work, trust me, it won't work. And yes, there's been times where I wanted to give up. But I'm not a quitter. You should be able to tell that with my arcade machines. I got one sitting here that's pissed me off enough, but it's not going to beat me. I will get it figured out, and there will be a video on it. Just right now, I got to make some money so we can buy some parts for and buy some more crap. We gotta buy more video games with vermin turds in it. Love them vermin turds. Nothing, no arcade or pinball machines complete without vermin turds. We're getting her though. We got a lot of stuff to clean up. A lot of this stuff that I'm doing is going to be for Memorial Day weekend. Because I told you in my last video that I'm going to put up a canopy on the space next to us and put all the overflow, everything that I get cleaned up and that my mom gets cleaned up, all the extra stuff's going over there, and my wife will watch that stuff. And I'll be running back and forth like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to keep up with everything. She's gonna have to, she'll need to know, she won't know everything that's gonna sell. I'll have to end. Whoa, cool. Yep. We made some cook socks. And she'll need to know what prices on some stuff, because I probably won't be able to get everything priced, but and we'll have our normal hagglers in. Will you take $5 for this? Or will you take $1? And she'll have to ask me, will you take any less for this? Hell no! It depends on what it is. I normally don't haggle. I don't give breaks. The only people I give breaks to are my regular customers, especially when it comes to mower parts. My dealers, I give them dealer prices. We have quite a few restaurant owners that come in that we take care of, because they, you know, when they come in, they'll spend $200-300 with us. So we'll give them a break, and I'll order stuff in for those people, because they buy so much from us, and I want them to continue to buy stuff from us. So if they need something special and I can get it, I'm going to get it for them. Because for them down there, the restaurant owners, I mean, they have to drive almost all the way to Erie, which is from down there is going to be 60-70 miles. And if I can have it for them in a week, they'll live with that, and they'll say, okay, get it in for me and we'll buy it from you. You know, and I do. I get it in, they buy it. No big deal. Lawnmower parts, I've had customers ask me to order stuff in. I say, I'll be here for it next week. And I'll get it in, and it'll sit there, and they don't show up that weekend. It goes out on the floor for sale. If I sell it before they come in, and hey, you said you'd be here, I sold it. Well, I'll have probably get copyrighted for that. You know what that is? That's the charger of my Makita. Letting me know that the battery's charged. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah. And then I'll tell them, okay, well, I'll order it again next week. It'll be here next weekend. And the same thing's going to happen. If you don't show up, it goes out on the floor and it gets sold. But if they ordered it and somebody else bought one, I'll go ahead and order two. Because if that person's asking for it, and this one already bought from me, bought the one that I ordered in, well then somebody else probably needs it too, so I'll just order 2 or 4 or 6, whatever the case may be. If it's blades, 1, 2, or 3. But that's how I work on that stuff too. I think my favorite thing though at the flea market is when people bring stuff up. Yeah, or used stuff and bring up to you. Does this work? You know, and God, I'd love to just, but I hold my tongue. I'd love to just say to them, no, it's a piece of shit. That is why I am selling it. But, you know, being nice, I tell them, yes, it works. Well, how do I know that? You don't have electric to test it. Because I'm telling you it works, and it does work. And if you have a problem with it, when you get it home, bring it back to me, and I will give you your money back. Oh. Well, will you take $5 less because I don't know if it works? Oh, God. You'd like to just look at them and say, listen here, you dumb son of a... I'm telling you it works. If you have a problem with it, bring it back. But you're nice, and you just look them right square in the eye and say, no. And then they'll take it and put it back. Well, I'll have to think about that. Okay. You go ahead and think about that. In the meantime, there's probably somebody that's going to buy it before you come back while you're percolating on this. And I've been a real, you know what, because of people like that. And when they put it back and they say, I'm just going to have to think about that because I don't know if it works. Okay. As soon as they leave, I go get it and I put it under and hide it. That way when they come back, well, I guess I'll take that. Oh, I'm sorry I sold it while you were thinking about it. You know, I've done that just because I could. People like that irritate me. But you'll get all those types. And if you can put up with it and be able to hold yourself together while they act like a retard. I guess I can't say that on camera anymore. But if you want to act like a, oh, what are we gonna? I don't even know what the hell to call anybody anymore. You're not allowed to say anything about anybody. Okay, how about, you know, when you run into these special people, you know, they're the ones that just make you want to go home, go out back in the woods, and scream. And maybe even take the pistol with you and shoot something. Then you feel better. Then you're all ready for the next day. What else you have to look forward to? And my favorite, though, and you'll get these all the time. And they look at something. Said, are you firm on your price on this? Yes, I am. I'm not going any lower. Okay. Well, I don't have any money on me. I have to go to my wife and get some money. I'll be back. When they say that, you can count on them not coming back. That's just a way of getting out of their stupidity. I don't know. But yep, my favorite. I'll be back. I'll be back for that. When monkeys fly out of my butt. No, and one didn't just fly out. I don't want to hear that either. But, you know, these are the people that you will be dealing with on a daily basis, or a weekend, whatever. Will you take less? No, if I wanted to take less, I would have less on it. When you go to Walmart, do you go up to the cashier and look at her and say, will you take less for this? How do you think they'll handle that? They're going to look at you like, this is a very smart individual. Better not mess with them. They're too smart for me. But it's all good. You get used to it. You get thick skin. And after a while, all you do at the end of the day, you think about these people and you just laugh. Yep. The only deal you're gonna get is I'm gonna let you leave my spot. No, I'll cut that out. You better go find somebody else and try and get a deal from, because you're not gonna work on me. Alright, now let me get this thing rinsed off. Okay. Work at. You know, I got to clean the inside of this a little better. It's coming now. I'm getting kind of hungry. I ought to be getting close to supper time. Time is it? Yeah, 20 to 5. Yeah, I've been working on this video for what now? That was the last time, well, what was it when I started? I think it was about 1:30 or so. Just as I think of stuff, I cue up the camera and enlighten you. Enlighten me. My God. I think we all need a little enlightenment. What do you think? Looks a little better. Not going to be perfect, but it's going to be cleaner than it's been probably in a long time, from the looks of it. I don't know, a couple of boogers in there. I need that. That's better. I think I got another one of these too to do. Just gotta be careful, because this is just galvanized. You don't want to use your SOS pad on it too heavy, and you're just going to strip off the galvanized, and then it's going to rust. So we're going to get it as clean as we can, and then we're going to call it a win. Another one done for today. I think I've gotten enough done for today. I may do a little bit more when I come back out from dinner. And then I gotta go in and do some stuff for the store. Because tomorrow is Wednesday and back to the store we go. Okay, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I enjoy doing these types of videos. For as long as people watch them, I'll do them. You know how that goes. Not everybody's lucky and gets their videos spread around. I guess you have to have more subscribers before YouTube really pays attention to you. I don't know. Alright. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you're new here and you like these types of videos, hit the subscribe button and I'll bring you more. So until next time, see ya.